We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Set, hut! Set, let's go! 59, Mike to 59. Let's go!
They go play action with Haskins. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
That one man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Wahoo.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
Their
on.
own 21-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 21. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
21. It's a party now. It's a party now. Bravo. 25 Mike.
Garoppolo now. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 54. Rip right.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Haskins. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gould to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 5 now. Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And Selleck here, left side.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A beautiful fake. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he couldn't hang on. Would have in their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Wait. Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Gold able to tack on the extra point. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, gun.
Breida to get the third quarter started. And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get...
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, here's Love. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up second and long. From midfield now, Haskins. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Slam. Lock. Check 65. Check 24.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fights through and now a crease. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Niners 42, Redskins 12.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 54. Stay with your man.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Haskins will throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run for it with Love. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 2nd down, Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now it's Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third down, here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come on, set. 54. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Haskins. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a give to Breida. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What we got? What we got?
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you talk about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You got nothing today. I got you.
This is Breida. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Here we go. 65. 180! Three down.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.